Welcome, everyone, to this brand new episode of the Parisian Londoner podcast. This one will be a bit of a special one because we will receive um, towards what I'd probably say after 30 minutes of pod. So the last 30 minutes we will have Toby from the BIG6 show. Is a massive Tottenham fan from London. Um, he will be joining us later. But before we start, guys, please give us a follow on our FanFest channel. Subscribe as well, and subscribe to the Superfan for $2 per month. So you will have access to all the giveaways. We have extra giveaways as well for the super fans. We are going to release a David Ginola limited edition tee for the occasion for the Super Cup final. That will be a banger. This one will only be accessible to the super fans. And on the top of everything, if you are a super fan, you have 10% off on the Parisian Londoner e-shop, where you have access to merch, t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, stickers, scarves, everything. You have 10% off all year long if you are a super fan of our FanFest channel. So that's definitely a lot of reasons to become a super fan, of our channel. And you are almost doubling your chances to win the giveaways on the FanFest channel if you are a super fan. So in my opinion, that's a no-brainer for $2 per month. So do not hesitate to subscribe now. While we're waiting for Toby to join for the last 30 minutes of the pod, we'll bring on the show the one and only Alex, that will be joining with us live and direct from Ireland. So he will be with us in any minute. Actually, let me just double check that. Yeah, there you go. There you go. How you doing, my friend? Can you hear me well? I can't hear you. No, I can't hear you. Maybe that's me. Maybe you do have an audio issue. Yeah, no, you're not on mute, so it should be all right. But I don't know why. Tell us in the chat, by the way, if you can hear Alex. I can't hear him. So maybe you wanna come back, try to sort out your audio. Right. Oh, it was working actually. Oh, there you go. So obviously we do have a few topics to cover with Toby. Oh, it was working before you left, mate. So try again. Try. I believe you did. No, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. I don't know what's going on, but
That's
hey,
weird, man. That's
it is
good.
what
How
it
you
is.
doing?
Yeah, I'm great. What about you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Holidays. Obviously, Super Cup final is coming up soon. Unfortunately, I won't be able to attend because we're organizing a special event with David Ginola for the Super Cup final. We'll do a little, oh, what's wrong with the camera? Release party in London. I hope you're gonna come. By the way, I don't know if you will be on holidays or not, but hopefully, normally the player will be attending the release party. We do a collaboration with a London brand called Lost Files. They do like bootleg tees based on legends of football, and obviously we have designed something special for the occasion, considering David Ginola was a Tottenham player and also a PSG legend, in my opinion. So that's gonna be fun. I won't be attending the final. I believe it's in Italy, Udinese. Even if I got tickets, but I will be attending the Toulouse game. I believe that's the third game of this season. Toulouse away. I will be in Toulouse, so I'm looking forward to this towards the end of the summer. But yeah, mate, good to have you. Good to have you. I believe you have behind you a kit that is not really a lucky charm, unfortunately.
Not this year.
I see people in the chat. I've seen the guys from Seattle. I believe they're gone. Now, do not hesitate to come back. Extend a request as well if you want to join. Yeah. So, how do you feel about? Well, we're gonna have that conversation with Toby for the last 30 minutes of the pod. But first things first, let's badmouth Tottenham while Toby is not here. 17th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so. That was quite
of
bad.
The Premier League this season. Leicester, Ipswich Town, and Southampton were the teams that have been relegated, and Tottenham was on the verge to be relegated. They had a terrible season, apart from winning the first trophy in 17 years, which is the Europa League, which is it's an important trophy in my opinion. But what do you make of Tottenham? Obviously, we can't compare really with Chelsea, but still a solid side playing the Premier League, which arguably can be considered the best league in the world. What do you make of this Super Cup final? Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, sure, of course. I think it's going to be pretty much like the one we had this year. So the Madrid and Atalanta one, where Madrid was like, it was the very first game of the year, like it's going to be for us. And because the team was pretty much the same, they managed to win, even though Atalanta had like some couple of games before. I'm pretty sure because we're quite solid, and Tottenham is still like, transitioning into getting better, I would say. I don't think it's going to be an issue for us, despite the fact that the players would have only 1 week, because I just seen that the players are coming back 2 days later now. I think it's going to be manageable for us. What do you think?
That's a good shot. The only thing I'm just going to fix this quickly, because this kit here is a banger. It's a training kit that was worn by Laurent Fournier. With his it's a bit damaged. Obviously, that's a vintage piece, but number 13, Laurent Fournier, for all those PSG fans out there that know the OG players. But that's definitely a banger. So I'd love for the kit to be seen on the background. Mate, the only worry that I have, no disrespect to Tottenham, is probably the fact that the players will come back from a long overdue holiday after a never-ending season, and they were knackered and they were desperately looking for those holidays. So I believe they will party hard potentially after winning the Champions League. And again, what do you want me to say? They deserve it. They performed the entire season. They were professionals all season long. It was a very, very long season. So, I mean, if they want to party, enjoy their time with their family, eat burgers and enjoy their life, I mean, there's nothing you can really argue about this, isn't it? But the point I'm trying to make is that obviously when they will be back, it's only, as you said, 1 week training before the
1 week, one official week, because I'm guessing they're gonna have expectation. They're gonna have to be like a certain weight, so they probably on their last week of holiday have some kind of program that they're all gonna have to follow, more or less. So I think they'll still get into it, like into the program and into the habit of working out and doing whatever they need to do every day a week before coming back. But yeah, together with the coach and the staff, it's gonna be only a week.
So I'll probably say that's the main chance of Tottenham, is that the players will be back full, potentially still drunk from the holidays, and they will not be on top of their shape, to be fair. I'm not expecting the players to be on top of their shape for that final, unfortunately. However, Tottenham, I believe, obviously they won the Europa League, so it was a very long season for them as well. Let's be honest. And even if they did not play the Club World Cup, and we played an extra competition comparing to them, which was a long competition, to be fair, because we reached the final and the weather was was super hot and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we have an extra competition comparing to them, and I believe they have this advantage where the players have been on holidays for quite a while now. They will prepare the fight. They need it more than us. Do you know what I mean? Like they need it more than us. If we don't win it, we already have the quadruple. I mean, the Champions League has arrived at the Parc des Princes now. If you guys want to go and visit and see the trophy for yourself, you can go to the Parc des Princes and see the Champions League. I mean, that was the main focus in it. Like, I mean, I still wanna win against Tottenham, considering we got smashed by Chelsea, and you in the UK, such as me, even if you're in Ireland, we know how the English Premier League fans are arrogant around that's the best league in the world, blah 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 blah. You guys are farmers, this and that, and therefore I don't want to give them another chance to come back to me and say, yeah, right, guys.
I think it would hurt.
Congratulations, but now move on. Let the big guys talk, and I'd you know, it will be, and also Tottenham is, they call it the bottle job club, where they're always reaching the last game and then they're bottling the last game and they don't end up winning trophies, etc. I don't believe that's the case anymore, obviously, because they won that Europa League. And losing against Tottenham, we will be a laughing stock, mate. We will be a laughing stock.
It would hurt way much more than the Chelsea one. It would, like, if we were to lose that one, I think it would hurt me more.
It will be more embarrassing.
100%.
Yeah.
You like the word embarrassing because you use it every week. That is the only time I'm gonna follow you. Would be so embarrassing. Even though we will like preparation on it, it will still not sit right with me.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know. I mean, we will make of ourselves an embarrassment in the country. I don't want this to happen. I want us to make a big statement and mention to, hey, oh, what's that in the background? I can't hear you, man. I can't hear you.
I'm actually glad I can hear you because you're gonna have to give a strong explanation.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you. Yes.
I'm saying we got a special guest today, so I've taken this out from my dusty cupboard.
Oh, so where did you find this one?
So in 2019, back when I was still at university, when we were playing football, they reached the Champions League final. Tottenham did. So that was the shirt. That was a jersey given by a friend of mine who supports Tottenham.
Oh, it's a gift from a friend of yours.
Yes.
When they reached the Champions League, would you have a player at the back?
No. No.
It's a virgin
or Lo Celso or
nothing.
Serge Aurier or something like this.
It's a plain one. And the funny story was, I did say to him, if you guys win the Champions League, what would happen? And he said to me, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And I said, if you guys lose it, instead of being frustrated, just give me this jersey. And he did.
Oh, now I understand why you pulled it out. It's more like a to love at Tottenham because they reached the Champions League with this kit, but they did not manage to win it.
Yes, but again, this kit was for the Premier League. It was not for the specific Champions League final. But still, I'll keep it as a collection and as a gift. But this is the true jersey, this one with the wings.
Fair enough. Okay. You're gonna have to give an explanation to Toby when he will be joining, mate, because it will be confusing to him to see a PSG fan with a Tottenham kit at the back. He will say he will probably go after you and say you're a Tottenham fan in disguise or something like this. Make sure you clarify this when Toby joins the stream, mate. Make sure.
Definitely.
So I was mentioning, we were discussing with Alex that the only chance Tottenham has is the fact that our players will be back from a long overdue holiday, and they will potentially be not in the best shape. Partying. What's wrong with my camera tonight? What's going on? Partying and enjoying their holidays with their families and friends and stuff, and they only have 1 week to prepare the final. And we played an extra competition comparing to Tottenham. We played the Club World Cup, and Tottenham did not play the Club World Cup. So that's the advantage that they have. However, no disrespect to Tottenham, they were 17th of the Premier League.
Yeah.
I mean, I have. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to put it out there because I did it for Chelsea as well, and I'm trying to be objective as possible. Before in football, you never know what can happen, especially we saw it with Chelsea. However, on paper, it should be a walk in the park. It should be an easy win against Tottenham on paper. Objectively, that's how it should be. However, we should not be arrogant. Like, I wouldn't say we're arrogant against Chelsea, but it's still a Premier League club. They have European pedigree. They did play in Europe, even if they did not win anything apart from last season. But it's a solid, in my opinion, club, and we should be careful. It might be an annoying side to play, to be fair. What do you make of this, Sagawai?
So again, I will take back to the last pod when we discussed about Tottenham. So Alex did raise a point about I think they will have 5 games of preparation, something like that. So this will give us more content to analyze, obviously, because they had a change in manager, so new philosophy of playing. They had new signings as well. So this will be something that we can definitely analyze. And I think the holiday was a necessary evil because we had a very long season. And again, we have 1 week to prepare for the game, which I think is more than enough because we have the same players. I'm going by the basis that we have the same players.
Bro. 1 week is enough to prepare a Super Cup final, man.
We have 1 week. We have the same starting team as last year's season. I don't know how you guys would let's say.
Guys, by the way, I have a very practical question. Pacho has been suspended for 2 games. Is Pacho going to be back in the starting 11 for the Super Cup final?
I have no idea on that one.
They haven't announced anything yet on this, but my understanding was FIFA World Cup.
Because my point is that if Beraldo is playing, we are in deep trouble, man.
Okay, well then we need 1 year then to prepare.
Mate, I'm telling you, hopefully he's not going to play because that will be embarrassing. So
no, but my understanding of this is it's a FIFA competition. So we have it's 2 different organizers. One is FIFA, the other one is UEFA. That's something
true.
Because again, you have players. I remember in December 2022, players who had a red card in the Champions League Champions League in the group stages. They were still allowed to play for their country. So I don't think this should be a rule that applies. But again, that's.
So, hold on, talking about players who's going to play, because so far the summer has been quiet for us, right? What about players that came back and that we haven't sold yet?
True.
Are they going to play? Like Colomwani, for example? If he's still with us in 3 weeks' time, would you guys use him in the starting 11? Because he started his preparation already.
Not in the starting 11 in the final. I don't think so, personally.
I wouldn't at all. But it would all depend if the players are ready. But it's been quite slow so far, so this is why I'm thinking this could happen.
Okay, so if we think about this, Stuart did raise an interesting point. If Pacho is suspended, would you swap Beraldo for Skriniar? Because he's back.
Never.
Stuart, what do you think?
No, I don't think so because Skriniar is no longer. You cannot consider Skriniar a player of PSG anymore. You know what I mean? That at least, even if Beraldo is a bit clumsy, and to be fair, we can argue that considering the season of Skriniar, it might be the same level. But again, Skriniar is not a PSG player anymore, so I don't see the point of playing Skriniar. You know what? He's technically and legally and contractually still a PSG player until we sell him. However, I mean, for all the fans out there, if you talk about Colomwani, you talk about Skriniar, you talk about Asensio, you talk about all those players. I know they are still on the pay slip and the payroll. Sorry, but then they're not considered PSG players anymore. So I wouldn't use them during the Super Cup final. I would potentially play JP as a centre back instead. He's not here, so we can laugh about him. That's fine.
We'll make sure we send him the this pod so that he can.
Of course, man. Of course we will. Of course we will. Just a side topic, mate. Sagawai, what do you make of that kit, mate? Do you like it?
Yeah.
You said you don't like when there's the badge in the middle.
So you see, season 22-23, this was a fiasco for us, honestly.
Yeah, of course. On the pitch, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but again, these shirts, I'm not a big fan of having the badge in the middle.
This one, it's been. You see, some people they offer you Tottenham kits. Me, people they offer me PSG kits. So you know, it's So this one's been offered by a good friend of mine. Because he used to be he's still a socios from Real Madrid, and obviously he offered me this one, the player version, and he offered me this one because of
what's in the back? Sergio Ramos.
So even if I mean he's not a massive and important PSG player in the history of PSG, but still in terms of football heritage. And objectively, he's one of the best defenders ever. So, I mean, it's always good to have this kind of touristy kit in your collection, especially with big players. I have one Messi only. I think that's the Champions League version when he joined. I have one Neymar only.
The first year?
The first year, but not the home kit, because the first year only for him and for the Brazilian players, and it's the first time in PSG's history that we released an away kit yellow.
That's the one you have? Yeah, I have it too, yeah. That one was
to me it was shocking because it's either white or red as an away kit. But to release a yellow kit as an away kit just because Neymar signed at PSG for me was a madness. So I was not a big fan of it at all. But just for history, I was like, I might have it in my collection, But some weird stuff. For example, the pink Jordan one, like Galaxy Space stuff. That one, I don't have this one. I'm not a big fan of the Jordan ones though. Apart from the one that you have. Sagawai. That one, when it was released, I don't know. I had mixed feelings, and then Barcola did what he did against Man City. This one, when I see this kit, automatically I think about Barcola straight away.
Yeah,
this is Barcola's kit.
It's the storytelling around the jersey. Sometimes, it's not only the design, because a lot of the time you would look at it on the first glance and you'd be like, not really sure about it. But then as the season goes and things happen, then the emotional gets in, and then this is when
we'll definitely do a little pod on PSG kits, but we're gonna switch topics now. So before Toby will be joining us in 6 minutes now. It's gonna be an hour pod tonight, so it's gonna be a bit of a short one, but I wanna have that conversation with you guys in relation to the transfer window before we exchange with Toby. We heard a few rumors here and there about a few different players. Is there any specific player that you'd love to see signing at PSG this summer, Alex?
I'm gonna go back with Akliouche again. Because it started again today. With I could see some articles about it, and
okay.
And they have Zabarni, which is gonna happen sooner or later. And I heard that we want 2 or 3 players max now, which I believe we need more. But hey, it is what it is. I would take Akliouche.
Fair enough. What about you, Sagawa? Any specific player that you'd like to see signing up PSG during this summer transfer window?
Definitely the defender from Bournemouth.
Yes, Ukrainian guy.
Yeah, I think he would be a good addition to the defense. He's very solid, very young. So I think him. I would love to see him play with our jersey, and obviously Aklilush. Yeah, he's also I think he could be a key player for us. But again, I think they said the price was 70 million from Monaco.
Okay.
That's what Julien posted, so I will go by that. But
Yeah. Again, Julian is not Fabrizio Romano, is having some insights, but you never know. I believe, you know what, when this kind of, I mean, I'm not a big fan of transfer window talks, in my opinion, because it's always like just talking about money and deals and learn from deals and modern football. And so for example, Hugo Ekitike at Liverpool. Come on, guys.
Where we got 15 million.
I'll ask Toby later, but it's another topic, not linked to PSG and Tottenham. But
we got 15 million. So
I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm saying he's an average, good. He's an average good striker. But I believe this is completely overrated.
I was talking with some Liverpool fan from here, right? And they were asking me because they couldn't even say his name. And they were like, okay, what is it going to be? And I told them it could, depending on the coach, it could either be becoming Peter Crouch or, and you guys will remember that one, David Ngog.
Oh. Oh man, that was an embarrassment, that one as well. But yeah, the thing is, we cannot really, when people are asking me as a PSG fan about Hugo Ekitike, it's a disappointment in the sense that, unfortunately for him, when he was at the club, the competition was immense.
Yeah.
So he did not play that much with us. But every time he played, I was disappointed. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
So the Hugo Ekitike from Frankfurt and the one that we had, I believe it's not the same player. The same as when Fabian Ruiz joined, we're like, oh, Fabian Ruiz with the Spanish national team, and the Fabian Ruiz that we have is not the same player. So it was disappointing because you had a lot of expectations as well. You know what I mean? And I believe back in the days, we spent a lot of money for Hugo Ekitike. I mean, not as much as Liverpool, obviously, but back in the days, it was a pricey transfer, I remember.
35, yeah.
Exactly. It was coming from Reims, exactly. And it was quite a significant amount for a youngster. So, again, guys, me to share my opinion on PSG's summer transfer window, I'd love to see Konate signing at PSG. I know. I'm the only one on this. Okay, I believe the extra motivation that will potentially make him a different player than he is the fact that he will play with his mates. It will be in Paris, from the Paris region. I believe the fans, the supporters will give him back a lot if he's fully involved on the pitch and off the pitch, hopefully. And I believe this can be, listen, no one wanted Dembele at PSG, let's be honest. And I was the first one to say, Dembele at PSG, I'm not sure is going to be a good signing. Is not a really reliable player. He's been injured, etc., etc. But for some reason, depending on the gaffer, for some reason, the coach that we have, the manager that we have, made him the Dembele that he is now. But I also believe that because he's from there as well. Like there's this little thing, I don't want to have the French national team as well. Don't get me wrong. It does not make sense to have the French national team at PSG. We already have Lucas Hernandez. It's a lot of French players that we already have. However, I believe Konate has got Parisian grinta, the little extra stuff normally. I hope so, but we'll see. I believe Liverpool are not renewing his agreement yet, and he's potentially looking to go somewhere else. So I would go with Konate. We need someone to back up Marquinhos, and I'm not going to say he's going to be on the starting 11, but when he will be joining, as a super sub defender, play here and there. Obviously, guys, Kimpembe it's over. Like I believe we will never ever see Kimpembe playing with PSG, unfortunately.
Like, you mean, do you think we're gonna keep him this for the next season?
Well, they kept him for the past 2 years and he was injured. So apparently they kept him. He's costing PSG a lot of money. His salary is a very high salary. But the reason is the fact that his his role in the dressing room is immense. In training sessions is immense. Coaching and mentoring the youngsters or the new players that are joining the club in relation to sharing the Parisian values, the history of the club, etc., etc., is a role that he has now, and I believe the club is willing to maintain this. Again, this is a lot of money just for this, to be fair, but let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Next topic. There you go. Next topic: Spurs in the Premier League. I believe that's definitely a good transition because Tobbs is with us. Look at that. That's perfect timing, my brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm good. Thanks for having me on, man.
Well, thanks for making the time, brother, because we were bad-mouthing Tottenham, so we thought about involving a true, genuine, die-hard Spurs fan before saying anything stupid on Spurs. But as you can see, the first topic we would like to discuss with you, brother, is your season in the Premier League, brother, 17th. What do you make of that season? I mean, it's a bit unusual, like, to have that bad season that you had. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I can't lie. It was very, 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 very bad.
Almost relegated.
Literally, like it was like I've never experienced anything like that in my life. Like as a functional adult supporting Tottenham, like for Tottenham to be that low in the table, yeah, there's no way you look at our squad man for man and tell me that that's the 17th best squad in the league. No way. That's what you call a combination of terrible coaching, underperforming players, bad luck with injuries. It's just a nightmare, bro. An absolute nightmare.
Just to add to this, that made the Europa League trophy even more surprising to you as well, no? Considering the season.
You know what? With the Europa League, before a ball was kicked, I said we should be looking to make semis minimum because I looked at the teams and I said, with the teams not dropping down for the Champions League because of the change in format, I said, we've got a really good opportunity to win this trophy, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, am I surprised that we made it that far? No. Am I surprised that we won it considering how our season was panning out? Yes. I think the turning point for me was Frankfurt because I thought Frankfurt would dump us out. But the fact that we were able to overcome Frankfurt, I think once we beat Frankfurt, then I said, you know what? Yeah, now I'm back in the tent of we're gonna win this because I fully felt, irrespective of what's happening in the league, like we have enough at our disposal to beat Bodo, and then whoever came through out of Athletic and Man United, I felt like we'd have enough to beat them in the final as well.
Fair enough. So that means this season has been disappointing to you. Obviously, you won your first major trophy in 17 years.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's 17 years. We were saying earlier, as Parisians living in the UK, Sagawai here is in Birmingham. You see Alex with the glasses is in Ireland.
Yeah.
I'm in London. There's this bad reputation around Birmingham, around Spurs being the bottle job club. Mm-hmm. And now, obviously, you guys winning a trophy, even after a terrible season like this. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a huge statement. And on the other end, for us PSG fans, losing against Tottenham, everyone in this country will laugh at us, mate. Let's be honest. If we lose against you, everyone will say you guys lost to the most. Sorry about this, but that's what they're saying. I was not familiar with that expression, by the way. the bottle job club or whatever that is. So that is adding an extra pressure to us. We're going to talk about Chelsea towards the end of the stream, but we believe you guys finishing 17th. I know you have good new signings, by the way, in the likes of Kudus, and I believe you're going to sign another player if it's not done yet. But Son will be playing the Super Cup final. I know he's willing to leave the what do you make of this?
That one's 50-50. So,
yeah, okay.
Even if he does stay, I don't think he'll start. I think the manager will go for someone else to start.
Okay.
I just think that's the stage Son is in at this point of his career. But yeah, I think it's a 50-50 chance. He could decide to go to LA.
Fair enough. So Spurs, I'm just going to do this quickly. This season has been potentially one of your worst, but you still managed to pull out and win a trophy. How does that feel as a Spurs fan, bro? Tell me, because I've been in this country for 10 years. I know fans from English clubs, from all English clubs, and you've been a laughing stock since I arrived in this country, bro. So now you can tell everyone to shut them off, kind of, no?
Oh yeah, it's brilliant, man. It's brilliant. I think as a fan, like when it happened, you were almost in disbelief because it's like we finally done it. Like it, and obviously I'm not trying to compare it to you because obviously you've won leagues and stuff, but like you saw it with the Champions League.
It's a European trophy.
Like when you won the Champions League, again, not comparing it to the Europa, but I'm talking about the fact that you nearly got there over the years. You couldn't do it, and then in the eyes of Europe, no offense, but like PSG, they were seen as the nearly team.
Bottling club, especially with the Avengers, the Hollywood FC, the Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, the money and stuff. Everyone was saying, how can they not win the Champions League with the squad and the money that they have?
Exactly. So like, obviously we're not spending as much as you, but it's like we were the only big, like up until this summer, we were the only we were the Big 6 team that had the longest trophy drought. So our trophy drought was, like as you correctly pointed out, 17 years. Arsenal's is now 5 years. Man United was a year. Chelsea's is X number of days. Man City, they won a trophy last season. Liverpool, they won a trophy this season. So we were the only clubs that hadn't won anything in the last 5, 10, 15 years. And yet we're a Big 6 club. It's embarrassing. So, and we're a team that traditionally, like in the 70s, 80s, 60s, we won trophies. Like if you look at the trophy haul, Spurs, I think we've got the 6th most trophies in England. So we're not just Big 6 because we make revenue, we make money. We're Big 6 because our name holds weight in England. So us not winning silverware for that long, it hurts. And then knowing that we had ample opportunities to win it. We've had FA Cup semi-finals, Champions League finals, League Cup finals, League Cup semi-finals, Europa League quarterfinals. We've even had a title race in there as well. So to have all these things and to still not win, it's painful. So when we actually did it, it was brilliant, man. And you saw, I don't know if you saw on Instagram, but like we get bantered saying, "Oh, you don't have any fans." This, that, and the third, bro. When we won that 200, so we won the trophy on a Wednesday. The parade was on a Friday. Bear in mind, a lot of the fans in Bilbao hadn't traveled back yet. We had 250,000. We had 250,000 people on the strip. I don't know if Stu, you've been to.
I've been there, man. I've been there with you. Yeah.
You know exactly
the North London derby. Yes,
exactly. So you know how long. So Tottenham High Road is long. So we literally filled Tottenham High Road from Edmonton all the way to Tottenham. So it just shows you what it means or what it meant. Sorry, for the fans. So that's why, like we'll never forget it. Like the manager was no good, but we'll never forget that night, and we'll never forget this trophy win. And listen, you don't want to hear this, but we hope that it's the springboard, it's the catalyst to try and go and win more trophies. So yeah.
Apparently, you're right. Apparently, that's the year or the season of the first for each club. First for PSG to win the Champions League. First for you guys to win a European trophy, etc. That's everyone is kind of lucky this season potentially, right? But before we jump to the next topic, I have a little question for all of you guys. Can you name how many players can you name that have played for both Tottenham and PSG? Let's start with Alex.
Serge Aurier.
Serge Aurier is one. Okay, now Sagawai, another one.
Lucas Moura.
Lucas Moura. Toby.
Ginola.
Ginola. Alex.
Lo Celso.
Lo Celso, yes. Sagawai.
That's it. I got nothing more.
Okay. You sure?
No, I know there's one
It's
more.
a recent one as well. It's from Marseille. We did not really like him at PSG as well. Go Toby if you have another one.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. Jeez.
Start with the S.
Stambouli?
Stambouli, yeah, Stambouli.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, you know what? There's a few more, but I want this one. There's one more that is important to me that played also for PSG and Tottenham, is from the 2000s. So he played at Tottenham in 2003 and he played at PSG in 2000. Which player is this?
Dalma.
Dalma.
Wow.
Nice one.
That's
Nice
heritage.
one. Nice one.
Dalma
Okay.
is heritage.
There are other
It
players
is
I'm not going to
heritage, yeah.
mention
That's
because I'm not sure you know them, but
Yeah.
there are youngsters as well that played for both clubs. But it shows you that we have some players that we particularly like that played for you as well. We're talking about players that PSG fans really love: Serge Aurier, Lucas Moura, David Ginola. Those are the players that we affectionate as well. I would like to have your opinion, May, on PSG in general, but also this season, as you mentioned, everyone laughed at us, thought we were plastic fans, plastic club, this and that, money, all money this, all money that. But turns out that we did manage to win finally that Champions League. Are you scared of PSG this season or not at all?
I am. I'm very scared of PSG this season. Because I think PSG, because I remember on the Big Six, we were discussing it in the run up to the final. And I said, yeah, man, I think they're going to go all the way this time. Like, I really think they're going to do it, because it wasn't just the fact that you were winning. It was the style. Like, you look at it over two legs conclusively, like playing the best football, creating the most chances, like scoring the most goals. Even defensively, you were strong. Even in some games where it was like a basketball game, like Aston Villa, like you could tell that was just more about like.
Well,
Villa
let's be
did well,
honest,
but it
bro.
was
I was
more-
at Villa Park. I was sweating.
Yeah,
Bro.
it was bad game
Whoa.
management, because you lot were cruising, and it's like, I don't know why it's like you're cruising, but you're still opening your doors for them. It's like you should have just gone tight. But like I don't know if you've spoken to any other like Premier League fans, but like the people that I speak to, they have respect for PSG now, and a lot of people didn't have respect for PSG. So when they were up against Aston Villa, I remember Arsenal fans said, "I'd rather Aston Villa I'd rather PSG than Aston Villa." I remember Liverpool fans, they won 1-0 after getting trashed at Parc des Princes.
Yeah.
And to go to Anfield and win, you have to take notice. Then to knock out Arsenal, to knock out Aston Villa, and then
And Man City, don't forget about the Man City comeback.
And Man City, yeah, Man City in the group stages as well. And then to destroy Inter Milan the way you destroyed them as well. So for me, PSG have been the best. They've been the best team in Europe in 2025. And yeah, man, I think I see the moves you lot are trying to make in the summer. I think Zabani, I don't know if you're going to get that over the line, but I think that'd be a very good pickup for you.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what else you do in the midfield. And then, of course, I'm interested to see what else you do in the attack. But yeah, man, it's going to take some stopping for PSG this upcoming season.
Agreed. So that leads me to almost the last topic to exchange with you, my brother. Chelsea, you watched the Club World Cup. You did not play the Club World Cup, by the way. I'm not saying not to this to wind you up or anything. I'm saying this because that's one less competition than us that you played. So obviously, when you will arrive to the Super Cup final, your players will be a little bit. Yes, that's the point I'm trying to make. So you watched that Club World Cup. What do you make of this Chelsea? I'm assuming you watched the final.
I didn't watch it in real time. I was at a festival and I was just seeing the alerts. So when I got back home, I watched it, and I gotta say, they took the game to you lot in the first half. I was so shocked by that. Like, the thing is, Chelsea are it's a weirdo in Chelsea because they're a good team, but they're a team with very good players. But I don't know if they're like a very good team just yet. Like, they're a good team, but I don't know if they're a great team. But what they did to you lot in that final was mad. Like, that was actually mad. Like, that's a result you have to respect. Like, I want to say it's an off day for PSG. And if you look at 2025, it does look like it's one of those days where you've just been caught and you've just been tactically outclassed, and the players and the opposing team, they were on this level, you were on this level, and they just took you to the cleaners. So obviously you lot did your thing in the second half to try and get back into the game. You had your chances. Sanchez actually played quite well, but yeah, man, I thought if I take out my bias against Chelsea, and I focus on the 90 minutes, I thought they deserved to win the game of football.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, there's no debate around this, brother. Let's be honest. But the point I'm trying to make is that, is it giving you hope? Because before the Club World Cup final, my score prediction personally, considering the season that we had, and I got roasted by the Chelsea fans, and this is when I realized that the Chelsea fans are bitter online, you know, because I've been harassed by Chelsea fans after. Bro, that is crazy. Like, I never had this with any other club. My score prediction before the Club World Cup final was 3-0. I got the result right, but not the right team. It was 3-0 PSG, and it was 3-0 Chelsea. But the point I'm trying to make is that objectively, if you were talking to every football fan watching Chelsea this season and watching PSG before this final, everyone was saying PSG was favourite. Yeah. And normally, I wouldn't say it was supposed to be a walk in the park for us, but normally we were to dominate that final and win it easily. It was the complete opposite. Against all odds, Chelsea won the Super Cup, the Club World Cup final, and in a very nice way as well.
Yeah.
Does it give you hope for Tottenham for this Super Cup final?
A little bit. It lets us know that you're not invincible, because the way in which you were blitzing, like, you're not just beating teams, you're literally blitzing teams in Europe, in Germany, in England, in France, in Spain. Obviously, we saw what you did to Madrid. We saw what you did to Bayern Munich, which was actually, that was a closer game than a lot would want to admit. But yeah, man, them beating you says, okay, Raz, so there is a chink in the armor. They are beatable, but unfortunately, the problem here is this, yeah. Chelsea have a far superior playing squad to Tottenham. And what I mean by that is, you look at the midfield, you look at the defense, you look at the attack. I think they're better than Tottenham in every department apart from the goalkeeper. They're better as a unit. Maybe, to be fair, no. Defense is probably equal. I'd say that our starting 11 and their starting 11 defensively is probably equal, but the midfield far superior, the attack far superior. So they had more tools to go out there and get the job done. Okay. With us, we don't have the same tools Chelsea have, so we won't be able to inflict the same damage that Chelsea have inflicted on you. What we're going to rely on is tactical nous from our new manager. What can you do to give us the edge tactically, knowing how disadvantaged we are against PSG? We're not going to dominate possession. We're not going to be as lethal in attack. The best, in my opinion, I think that we need to hope for in this game is to take the ebb and flow of the game, be very tactically astute, and close off as much space for PSG as possible.
Brother, let's be honest. It looks like the English style of play of football, like fucking long balls. God, you know, it worked with Chelsea because they played a lot of long balls and it worked. You know, they know, and you know that we're pressing high, we're harassing the defense. The front three is doing a good job at pressing as well. If you have the same game plan as Chelsea with the long balls, it can potentially work.
It has to, because Arsenal did that at your ground. I remember, because they didn't. you can't beat PSG on the ground
Yeah.
because the press is too strong, right? So you have to try and go long and try and either win the first ball or win the second ball, and that's how you can get
Possession is
yourself.
good, technique is good, skills is good. So
Yeah.
it's all about playing on clumsiness of the players, kind of.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. That makes sense. Alex, before and Sagawa, before we go with score predictions, any questions you have for Toby while he's here, guys? Do not hesitate. Don't be shy, guys.
Hey, Toby.
I know he's very famous everywhere in the world. You know, with BIG6 is traveling the world, and you know, but that's fine. He's a chill guy. You can ask questions. Feel
Very
comfortable.
chill. Very chill.
No, it's good. It's good to see you. Good to have you here. Like the only one I have is which player do you believe we need to be on the lookout for?
For Tottenham,
Yeah.
Mohamed Kudus.
Whoa, you already hyped about your new signing, bro.
No.
You haven't seen him play yet. Come on, bro.
No, I've seen him play for West Ham. Listen, he's just come off a terrible season for West Ham. But the reason why I say you should look out for him is because I've seen the way PSG play and the use of their fullbacks. The fullbacks, they push up, and they're a big part of the attack. So I think there's space. To your point, if we play the long ball and we win the first ball, there's space to be exploited on the flanks.
Yeah, true.
And I think if I look at our team and the playing staff available, him and Maddison dropping in those pockets, I think they can cause damage when they get on the ball. So if I'm PSG, I'm looking at, because Maddison has just only come back from injury, so I don't know if he'll be 100%, but Kudus is fresh. So that's why I'm saying if there's this player there that I think you need to be careful about, it's Kudus for me.
Yeah, that's my worry as well, because you guys are going to be playing 5 games before we even come back from holidays. So you guys are going to be pretty fresh as well. I'm pretty ready for it.
But this is, mate, Alex, this is the type of player we have as well at PSG, you know. We have this kind of skillful,
how are we going to do
spaceful as well.
But how are we going to do the press though?
Players like Desiree Doué, Barcola, you know, we have this kind of players. So
I don't see them do the press the way we do. Like the guys would come back from holidays, as you said, they'd be probably partying and stuff like that. They'll get back into the rhythm, but it'll be only a week training and then go all the way to Italy to play a game against a Premier League team was just going to play like Arsenal and Bayern Munich right before.
You lot don't even need that trophy, man. Look, you've won the Champions. You don't need it.
We never won the Super Cup.
It means more to us.
So we lost the Club World Cup. Now Chelsea fans will brag and only talk about this for the next 4 years with the little gold badge that they have in the middle of their kit for the next 4 years. Yeah. If we win that Super Cup final, we can also add an extra badge on the kit as well. We need to win that one. To me, I said it before the Club World Cup. I'm not saying this because we got battered by Chelsea in the final. I said because of the new format and stuff. For me, it's more meaningful to win the Super Cup, Europa League against Champions League than the Club World Cup. That's my opinion. So I believe that's a very important trophy, and both teams will fight for it. Sagawa, do you want to ask anything?
Yeah. How long have you been a Tottenham fan for? Is it a long time or?
Yeah, since I was a kid, bro. So probably like year 2, year 3, which is what I don't know, like 7, 8 years old. So yeah, I've been a Spurs fan since then. I've been a season ticket holder since 2016, 2017. But yeah.
Funny story, guys. Last time I went to the Tottenham Stadium, Toby sent me his season ticket. So I have it in my phone. He said delete it. I still have it, you know. So if you want the QR code, I can share with you after the stream. It shows you the trust that we have between each other. Obviously, last time I wanted to attend a North London derby, it was not available to attend. He gave me a season ticket. If he goes Paris, then obviously we saw our tickets for him as well. Yeah. This is
speaking of Stu, bruh. This upcoming season, I know I've been
I know exactly what you want to say. I'll take you with me, bro. Don't worry.
Thank you.
I'll take you with me.
Oh yeah. Well,
and you follow the guidance as well. Okay. You follow
no
the
phones.
Well.
Is it no
cameras? I'm not gonna mention the name right now, but there's a good friend of yours that is doing the show with you that has been to the Parc des Princes. He will tell you about his experience.
Turkish,
okay?
it's Turkish.
You know who I'm referring to.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
bro, don't worry. We got you. Next season, we got you. We got you, bro. We got you,
Lovely.
bro.
Okay, cool.
Last question that I have for you before we go to score predictions. Which PSG player is the most threatening to you?
Oh, there's too many to pick. It's crazy.
I know, that's why.
There's too many to pick. Can I give a top 3?
Go on. Do you know what? Do top 5 if you want.
Top 5. Okay, so and this isn't in any particular order, but the main this isn't in any
The main
order.
worry.
Hakimi is one. He's just incredible on that side. I think Destiny Udogie, he's quite strong defensively, but yeah, Hakimi, he presses like a monster, and technically he's clean. Makes the right decision in the final third.
And the right runs as well, yeah.
I think Vitinha is key. Like he's just gonna I'm desperate for Spurs to sign midfielders like Vitinha or Fabian Ruiz, guys who just get the ball under pressure. They don't care. They'll just pop it quickly. So he's there. Dembele, I think Dembele, his work rate and his final third execution is strong. Like he's a good finisher.
Now, Dembele Ballon d'Or, yes or no?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's a contender for sure.
Okay, carry on.
For sure. And then so then my last 2, I would say Nuno Mendes. I think he's
during the Club World Cup final, it was
he didn't
our
play
weakness
well.
a little bit, to be fair.
He didn't play well, but you know what is with him? He's just awesome, bro. And I'm looking at Pedro Porro on that side. Pedro Porro versus Nuno Mendes. It's a mismatch. Like physically, he's just stronger. So that's there. And then I would say the last player.
Desiré Doué or Barcola?
The last player will be Doué. Barcola is dangerous, but I think Barcola he can score goals, but I think Desiré Doué, he's got just that extra touch of quality. Like I think he's more likely to make the right decision if he gets the ball in the final third than Barcola.
Fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right. Okay, so that means it sounds like we're in a good spot, and we have a lot of respect from Tottenham. So and you guys are a little bit worried as well. So let's see how we go. Score predictions, guys. I'm gonna finish by Toby, but we're gonna be very quick. So it's been an hour stream already. Before we proceed with the score predictions, guys, give us a follow. Follow us on FanFest. Become a super fan as well for $2 per month, and you will have access to the eShop, 10% off, the giveaways, and all sorts of perks throughout the year. So do it now. Okay, talking about becoming a super fan, we're organizing, I don't know if you're going to be here, Toby, but I invite you now live on stream. 2 days before the Super Cup final, we are organizing in central London a release party of a limited edition tee that we are creating with the David Ginola visual. You know, you met with David Ginola's son last time. He will be here with his dad. So if you want to meet David Ginola, come join us. It will be 2 days before the Super Cup final. I know you're going Italy. I know you're going to the final in Udinese, I believe. Yeah.
Udine, yeah. So what that would be on a Monday.
Hours before, come. You'll be more than welcome to join.
So the event is on a Monday.
Yes, evening.
What time?
Starting 6 p.m. after work.
Okay, you know what? I might come, because I might do that and then go home and make BIG6. Yeah, count me in.
Love that. I mean, come on. If you have the chance to meet David Ginola, you need to find a solution, bro.
I want a picture.
So the point I'm trying to make, some of the super fans from the channel will be selected to attend that event as well. So if you are a super fan, you will enter the raffle, and we are going to pick you. You can win a David Ginola limited edition tee as well, and an invite for the event. Right. Okay. Score predictions, guys. I'm gonna start first because I'm always wrong. So don't listen to what I'm saying. For some reason, I want I'm gonna. Alex, I'm
gonna say free. He's gonna say free.
Do you know what? I'm gonna tell you. Tell him what happened this year. Every single round of Champions League it's gonna be a draw. It's gonna be a draw. It's gonna be a draw. Never
and
ever
then
happened.
we win it either on extra time or penalties straight away, by the way.
Penalties.
So there's no extra
Penalties,
time.
yeah. No extra time.
Okay, Joe, and we win on penalties.
I actually can't believe you went for that one again.
I'm shocked you
Bro,
went for
I
a
think
draw.
it might be a boring game, you know.
I'm shocked you went for a draw.
Go on, Alex. I gave ideas to Toby, so go on, Alex. What's his
I'm gonna
prediction?
go 2-1 for us.
2-1 only.
Yeah, we just came back from holidays. They're gonna be good. I'm gonna give the goal to Kudus because I'm guessing this is the guy we have to be on the lookout for. But yeah, I see 2-1. I don't see penalties.
Saga boy.
I'm still going to go with my 3-1. So Doué, Vitinha, Dembele, and Kudus on Tottenham.
Last but not least, the man himself, Toby, score predictions.
I would love to predict a win, and I'm desperate for one. But if I have to use my head, I feel like we'll lose this game 2-1. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this is your head, but what is your heart saying?
My heart is saying win on penalties. So you know what? Switch it. I'm going win on penalties.
Is
Win
it?
on penalties.
Is it? Well, you never know. If we're going penalties, bro, trust me, we'll remember that. Trust me. And, well, you never know what can happen. This is football at the end of the day, you know. And as I mentioned, our players will come back from holidays, eating junk food and probably drinking or whatever. They were waiting for those holidays for a long time. So no, I mean, I will not be bothered by this. But 1 week to prepare a European final, it's not enough in my opinion.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes. Toby, let the people know where they can find you as well on socials and everything, please.
Yeah. So so you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, even TikTok. Even though I don't really use it much. Tapping Tobes, TAPINTOBS. Yeah, you catch me there talking Spurs, but also talking about other clubs. So yeah, that's me.
How is the BIG6 going? Are you planning to do a little tour in France for by any chance? I know you're going around the world. Where were you last time?
So we were in South Africa. So the next year, the objective is the World Cup. But it's not to say that we would never do like a little excursion to France. So it depends. We need to see how schedules align.
This season you will. You personally, you will come with
this
me.
season. I will be there. Yeah. I don't know about them, man, but I'm going to Parc de France. I've never been, and I've been itching to go. And every single time I ask you for the tickets, I'm like something comes up, and I'm like, I can't go.
I know. We'll sort that out. Don't worry about this, guys. Thanks for viewing. Much appreciated, Toby. Thanks for your time. It was really insightful. Thank you very much. Good luck for the Super Cup final. Even if obviously I hope PSG is going to win and not you guys. But enjoy your trip in Udinese as well in Italy, and we'll see each other at the event in central London as well. So big up to everyone, and Allez Paris. You're not going to say Allez Paris, but we're saying Allez Paris. Allez Paris. Ciao.
Allez Paris.
Yeah.